Your Excellency, sir, mine is words of gratitude. You are the first governor to visit this community, and I have to commend you for your pragmatic leadership. Even in the face of conflicting information, you have initiated action that is for the rescue of those people who are abducted. And you need nobody to tell you the needs of this community. And I have seen right here, you have given directive to your Commissioner of Works. We cannot say we are placing request, but
welcome back, and that video you just saw was of the governor of Kaduna State, Ubasani, sympathizing with the families of those that have been held in captivity. Now, this story is quite interesting because earlier we saw the CSP of the Kaduna State, coming out to deny this claim, saying that there were no persons abducted, and further investigations by journalists and even the Commissioner of Police, Benjamin Hundein, also came out to say that this was real. Yeah, so in a way, it kind of made it uncertain. We were wondering, is there any realness to this story? And now that we've confirmed that people were actually abducted, it's sad to see, the state of insecurity in the nation. And thankfully, we have 11 people that managed to escape, but we still have more people in captivity.
That's why sometimes it's better to take time before you react than react at the end of the day. You now realize that
what you said.
I think we have.
There's this comment that says, with an unyielding sense of responsibility, I visited Kumin Wali in Kajuru local government area of our dear state, following the cruel abduction of innocent citizens by criminal elements. The visit was to properly identify and be in tune with the community, to listen with empathy, and to reaffirm that the government of Kaduna State is resolute in its determination to secure the safe and dignified return of all those taken from their homes. This is coming from the governor.
Yeah, if you are the governor of Kaduna State, it's a state that I don't really envy you. His predecessor too also had a running battle with, okay, we have further comments. I'll talk more about that. Let's check out this. Chibik Stanley wrote, thank you, Governor Ubasani, for the swift response. Unlike our president, who would rather choose to go on vacation than to attend to a national security pressing need. Please keep to your promise and ensure they are released. But I noticed lack of government presence in Kajuru local government. Take a look at the road and the environment. Anyway, that's coming from Stanley.
Okay, another comment by Unpopular Opinion says, see, we can talk about the insecurity in the country and blame the federal government as much as we want to, but please tell me, how do you expect to secure communities that don't have accessible roads? How do you expect the security to respond quickly with no roads? What are the states and local governments even doing?
Yeah, because somebody was, okay, another one, Benito Kex, that's the name. There's absolutely no government presence in that community. In that community, imagine there are no roads leading to the community and they have a government. Okay, I think there is another one, right?
Okay, so you mentioned it.
Yeah, I was trying to say something that if you are the governor of that state, I don't envy you. His predecessors also had a running battle with insurgents, banditry, and all that. I remember we had the Greenfield students, we had an attack on the NDA, we had so many abductions that happened at that time. I remember there was this boy that was abducted with his aunt and his uncle. Funnily, I think I've said it on this program that the boy happened to be a son of my friend that we graduated together from the same university. He just gained admission, he was abducted, and now Ubasani is also, inheriting this kind of challenge. But I hope that all hands are going to be on deck. While the governor visited the place, he said he has actually spoke with the chief, the Minister of Defense. Was the chief of defense staff before, retired General Musa, who is coincidentally from southern Kaduna, that they need a military base at a place that is a black spot of kidnapping around that particular axis. And I hope that General Musa retired will hit to that. Okay, we don't really have more time. We can talk about the insecurity on and on. Then let's move to the next topic.
Okay, the next trending topic, we move to Enugu State, where the government has recovered a total of 1.28 billion naira from Sujimo. This is following investigations by the EFCC, that's the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, into the funds that was alleged to be a diversion of funds meant for the construction of smart green schools across the state. Now, the funds were recovered they form part of payments made to the company for the projects that were abandoned or substantially unexecuted. Let's take a look at the video.
I'm happy to tell you that as of today, we have drafts recovered for the benefit of Enugu State government to the tune of 1,234,350,000 naira. People must work clearly in line with extant laws, particularly the Procurement Act. And again, it's also very important that where due diligence is applied in all cases, prevention perhaps will come into play.
Of all the distraction and the noise, but you stayed focused with your team. So I thank you, and we look forward to meeting again for further recoveries of what belongs to us to complete our smart green schools and make sure that our children and school receiving the education they deserve to be competitive.
Present this to you as part of the effort of the EFCC to help recover this fund.
Okay, should we say congratulations are in order for the Enugu State government as they got the 1.28 billion naira recovered funds from Suji Motors?
It just speaks to some of these, unhealthy dealings that we have in Nigeria, whereby some people get contracts, they will not execute it properly,
yeah,
or they will not,
or they use substantial products or services.
Or they will not even do it at all. Like you mentioned, the money was meant to construct 22
smart green schools.
But they said the project was not really
executed.
Yeah, so and it's good that we're having this. I hope they can track more of these funds.
I also hope that the money that has been returned is put
properly
into
used.
Properly utilized, because a lot of times we have the EFCC returning funds and we just hear that the funds were recovered, but what are these funds used for? Where are they targeted at? Okay, we have a comment from Prof. Chidi that says, transparency is not just a policy for this administration, it's a promise to our people. Today, I was honored to represent the state government as we received 1.27 billion in recovered funds from the EFCC, following successful recovery efforts involving the Suji Motor Group. This outcome is a testament of what can be achieved through institutional cooperation and a steadfast commitment to the rule of law. I extend my sincere thanks to the Executive Chairman of the EFCC and his team for their diligence and professional work. Every naira recovered belongs to the people of Enugu, and we remain dedicated to ensuring these resources are utilized solely for the public good.
Okay, let's see the next comment. And that's why sometimes when you see some Nigerians popping, you don't know how they make their money. Anyway, this one is from Mini. EFCC recovered 1.27 billion naira from Sujimoto to the Enugu state government. What the Enugu school contract exposed about wasted public funds, contractor accountability, and what it means when the system decides to work. That's what the biggest solution to our problems in Nigeria, a working system.
And transparency.
Yeah.
Transparency of all officials involved. Nkeiru says, recovering the money alone is not enough. There should also be full accountability on how it will be used for the state's development.
Speaking your mind.
Just like I mentioned.
Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, while we wait for the next one, okay, youth in process. I don't know what that means, youth in process. maybe you can decode that. Anyway, according to this Andu, in the end, the smart school program was compromised and stalled, creating serious sustainability gaps due to unprofessional conduct. As usual, it is the poor who bear the real cost, while Sujimoto and the government walk away without consequences. I think there should also be a consequence for this.
Mr. E says Nigerians don't understand how messed up the real estate industry is. You see a popular real estate company in Omugo, and when you inspect their overpriced estates, you'd see how terrible the structures are.
That's why I said when you see a lot of Nigerians popping, you don't know how they make their money.
You know, when everything is shielded in the term luxury, when Nigerians hear luxury, that's the end.
Okay, we have Abrazak Akaba, I think. That should be it. Good work. Sometimes the EFCC as an agency of government must bite the bullet to get the job done. They must sound a strong alarm like this to keep financial crimes at bay. Well done, guys. Okay, that should be the last comment. So let's go to the next video.
Okay, now we're taking a look at Davido's saga, right? Davido's father has come to break the silence and says that 0.00% DNA test result of Anu is of the paternity claims justifies the fact that Davido is not the father. Now, Dr. Adedeji Adeleke has come out to disprove paternity claims against Davido. He alleges that impersonation behind the renewed social media accusations. Let's have the video.
Original copy that I was giving one, and original copy that I was giving one, and the grandma was giving another one. At the end of the whole story, they wrote here that probability of paternity 0.00%. The mom asked the lab guy that, what does this mean? He said, it means that David is not the father of this child. And she was really disappointed. She broke down. She was crying, the grandmother. And then, okay, I skipped a point. When we first got to Vadic Hospital with David, and David saw the girl, David said, Daddy, I've never seen this girl before. And what I told David, I said, look, I don't want to listen to you. Whether you've seen her before or not, all I want is this DNA test. I don't want to know the story. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know. As if this girl is our child, I'm taking her. That was settled. And David was, asked the girl, have you seen it? I said, stop, don't talk to her. So that would be, it's like you're harassing her. Don't. So the girl was very quiet girl. She didn't say anything. She kept quiet. So we went. So the mom was disappointed, was crying that the result was not what she expected. And I told her, I said, look, people can make mistakes. Maybe they made a mistake in the lab. Maybe there's something. What I would suggest to you is, let us do 2 more tests. I'll advise that you please stay in Lagos for 1 week. I'll pay for your hotel. Since the baby is here, the mom is here, the 3 of you should stay. Find 2 more reputable places. I don't know where else. This is the only place I come that can do this DNA test in Nigeria.
Okay, welcome back. And is Dr. Adeleke, the father of Davido. This business mogul was speaking to press at his residence, and it explained that the issue first emerged in 2014 when he received a formal letter alleging that Davido had impregnated a woman and abandoned the child. And he immediately intervened by requesting for a DNA test from Davido, and the cousin be read. So now, the father claims that this DNA test has been verified, not even in Nigeria now, right, abroad. And then Davido himself has undergone 5 different paternity tests, and they all came back negative, which begs the question, why is this story still trending? We've had the family also come out to explain that they are not the ones behind the social media, merry-go-round of paparazzi that's going on, that this was from, a journalist, which I refuse to name at this time. But we have the issue of paternity fraud. We also have the issues of, women coming out to say this person is the father while he's not the father. And we have DNA tests, which is evidence that can be proven anywhere in the court of law, in court of recipes, in court of anything, So this story is kind of, it's funny to hear, really.
Yeah, the story, for me, it's full of a lot of lessons to be learned. First of all, at some points, when I saw the father doing the press conference, I was like,
he shouldn't be involved in this kind of...
This man is bigger than all of this. But having a second thought, I felt this is a lesson to all fathers, that you just have to be the father of your child.
How?
You have to stand by your child. And I believe, Davido having his life, I'm not talking about living, I'm talking about, still have seen certain level of sanity up until now. A lot of kudos goes to his father. He has done a lot to actually make sure that, he lives a sane life to some extent. And I think that's a lesson of what a father should be. He didn't look at how big he is in the society. He didn't look at his level of wealth. He felt he just needed to play his role as Davido's father. And for me, I believe it actually took a lot for him to come out to have this kind of press conference, to actually, claim the name of the family, and to try and claim the name of David himself.
Yes, when you have nothing to hide, right? I think this is
so
perfect.
That's the first lesson of being a father that is really there for your child. He's been there for David, and up to now, he's still been there for him. The other lessons to be learned is that for men, you should try not to be randy. I'm not accusing David of being randy, but
so sometimes, are you accusing him of?
I'm just suggesting that we just have to be careful as men. You try to live a certain life, but nobody is perfect. None of us is an angel. But it's a lesson that you just have to be extra careful, particularly when you are rich and famous.
Sure.
You just have to be very careful. Then for the ladies too, if you don't do things randomly, it will be difficult to find yourself in this kind of situation. So
are you speaking in parables?
So these are some of the lessons I believe people need to learn from this story. For guys, even if you are not rich and famous, you just have to keep that thing between your legs. You have to keep it in check and be careful. And when you are now rich and famous, it's double trouble for you.
Indeed.
And for ladies too, you just have to not be a random person.
Yeah, aside, ladies not being a random person and the men not being randy, also this situation also highlights the fact that this thing can have an emotional or psychological effect on the girl right now.
Yeah.
Because she's mixed in this controversial issue, coming out to say that she's been bullied in school because she claims that her mother says Davido is her father, which we now know it's false. A girl that age,
this unavailable evidence is
yes, a girl that age,
because the case is still
being in this kind of situation, it emphasizes, it reiterates the psychological implications it might have on her.
Because of our time.
Okay.
We just have to take the video of the day.
All right then. So let's take the video of the day, and the video of the day is Emir Sanusi, who was spotted attending lectures at Northwest University. Let's take a look at the video. Okay, that video is Emir of Kano, Emir Sanusi II, who is also the former CBN governor, you know, starting 200 level in one of Kano's universities.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm very proud of the name Sanusi. You know, we've had two former CBN governors that actually bear the name Sanusi, and
I will have one bearing Olayemi, so
anyway, that's a good one.
Yes, and it just emphasizes the fact that it's never too late to start again. It's never too late to start, you know. Here in 200 level, you know, people are wondering, you know, asking the question, why? Well, he has his personal reasons.
Yeah, of course.
And we had the pep talk today. It's talking about the
You can start again.
You can start again. So this is just perfectly aligned with the watchword for today. It's never too late to start.
Never too late to start, and never too late to hand over to the guys for the main interview segment.
Of course. Good morning, Moses. We have Moses in the studio. Today.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So what do you like to speak on? Emir Sanusi, Davido,
or Uba,
or EFCC recovering money from CB Motor?
I was only going to ask you a question. Now that you bear the same surname with Sanusi, when are you going to re-enroll?
Re-enroll?
Great.
And what course will you re-enroll in?
Yes. Since you're studying law, what are you going to study?
I may not want to talk about the course, but hopefully anytime soon.
Okay.
Well, you can take that to the bank.
It's not too late to start.
But I won't mention the course.
Definitely. Well, it's not too late to start anyway. And I'm sure you have a reason for doing that. Probably he has been beaten once or twice for ignorance of the law.
Or maybe it's the way he was dethroned and the court cases.
Yes, so probably that's why. But the reasons known to him, but I think it's a message to all of us. If you really want to get something, go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
As long as it's legitimate and it's not against the law.
Moses, are you talking about the father coming out to defend the video?
What do you have to add to that case?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just somehow. I mean, I feel maybe the video should have been defending, himself. But like people would say, the father said 5 tests, were conducted. The lady in question said only one was conducted, and that's why people are saying, okay, maybe we should have the final one that will be done independently, but it doesn't look good. But it also shows that the father loves, Davido and is ready to defend him, because
especially
if truly that guy is Davido's child, then that would be his own granddaughter too. And he told us that he knows all
his
grandchildren. He has 14 already, and adding one more to the 14 will not be a problem.
Okay.
All right, guys, Yemi, we have to leave.
Indeed.
It's been fun having you at the other side, and of course doing this with the elegant, beautiful, gorgeous Yemi Takuro.
And together we say bye for now.